Hello, welcome in. Sorry, I had to put my food away. Guess what? I'm finally early to one of these. You made it. What am I guessing? I don't know what to guess. Ooh, I need to put this in the description so you guys can join. There we go. Oh my god, this takes forever. There we go. Okay, link is now in the description of this video if you want to join and draw along. We can draw together. You ordered a drawing tablet. Congratulations. That's exciting and fun. Now you won't have to draw with your mouse anymore. Coming Sunday. Nice. That's pretty quick. What was I going to do? Oh, I'm going to look up a reference for an animal. Somebody posted a, what was it? Creature? Where was that? Community. Where is that? Community reference and resources. New member. Welcome in. Community reference. What was it? Animal generator. That's fun. Copy that. So it doesn't open in the wrong tab. That's not what I wanted. Well, it opened in the right one. That's fine. Oh, it does like a combination of things? Oh, so you can do different variations of the creature. I see. I'm just going to use it for the animal itself, and I don't really want a seagull. I think that's fine. I spun a mantis. I don't really want a mantis. Okay. I got a seagull. Where were you on Wednesday? Wednesday, I had errands to run, and I was not feeling well, so I decided I was just going to give myself the day to rest and hang out by myself. So I apologize, but... But I'm better now. Better-ish. Still a little stuffy. You might be able to tell. Also, do you have access to Twitch? Because I'm thinking I'm going to start streaming on Twitch. I feel like YouTube doesn't have a great reach when it comes to, like, new viewers. I feel like Twitch is better for that, and I can do raids. I can, like, when I'm leaving, I can find somebody who is on the same level as me, making art stuff, who might have a very small community such as me, and then we can kind of, you know, share and branch out. Maybe you find somebody that's a little bit better suited for you. Rest is important. Yes, it is. Also, hi. I'm glad you're feeling better. Thank you. Seagull. And I say that I rested, but I still I was still doing my animateds, and I'm working on a commission for somebody, so I was still doing stuff. A good seagull. Man, they got beady little eyes. Anybody seen The Lighthouse? Like, The Lighthouse is a good reason to avoid seagulls. Ugh. I like when their pupils are bigger. Their tiny pupils scare me. I'll study this one. Message retracted. My mom won't let me have Twitch. That's not a bad idea. There's some not great things on Twitch. People always pushing the boundaries. Oh. Isolate myself to the corner up here. Drawn. I need to study wings. I've never drawn bird wings, and I feel like that's how you do like angel wings. I haven't really done studies of different wing variations, but like angel wings are different than dragon wings, are different than demon wings, are different than, there's a lot of different wing variations out there. They're pretty blunt beaks. Funny. Doing this because I haven't done any animals yet for the week. Been slacking. Me too. Just got Twitch. Nice. Yeah, I just feel like I'm gonna try and branch out. I would love to be able to do dual streaming, but the only way that I know how to do that is you have to pay for it on OBS. So I'm gonna try and for Streamlabs. Sorry, you have to pay for it for Streamlabs, but I don't want to pay for anything because I don't have that much money. So if I can figure out a way to bootstrap that, I will do that, and then I can stream in both places at once. Hey, what's up? Welcome in. I'm broke too. Uh, when is the food gonna come? Oh, yeah. You said you were gonna make food. The driver probably ate it. It's been over a week. Evil. Oh, I like this little guy. Another animal after this one. Because I like seagulls. I don't hate seagulls. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I think they're funny. I like when they steal tourists' food. It's a very different kind of seagull. I don't know what kind of bird this is, but it doesn't look like a seagull that I'm aware of. I one time at the beach saw a flock of crows like watch a there was a couple that like had a picnic, and they were just like they laid out their food, and then they went into the ocean, and then they stayed in the ocean for like 30 minutes with their food out, and this crow was watching, and he got really close, and then he started like he ripped open one of their bags of chips and just ate all of them, and I just watched, and it was really funny. Like, you don't bring food to the beach and then leave it out. There are birds everywhere. And I didn't do anything because I was like, no, that's on you. That's your fault. That was silly. And you know what? Crows gotta eat. Crow supremacy. Very round seagull. Seagull. Good at bird watching. Is that weird? I don't think I'm old enough for that. I feel like I need to be like 60, 50. I could do 50. I think 50 years old is probably fair for bird watching. Ah, don't do that. Good lord. I see somebody drawing a dinosaur. Could it potentially be Pickle's cousin? Great seagull. Thank you very much. I like them as long as they aren't pooping on my car. That is fair. Do you know how to rearrange the UI elements? I want to move the color wheel, but I can't find the setting. I think you can slide stuff, like these panels slide, potentially. Maybe. I could have sworn. Oh, there's an arrow. Maybe make your... No, that didn't work. Ah, there's a cogwheel here. You can do simple mode, and then you can, like, pick which toolbar shows, and then it'll optimize that one to will give you more room, technically. Or full mode. Advanced settings. Oh. Yeah, that's annoying that I can't move stuff around. Ah, 2 columns might be the answer. It'll give you less drawing space, but 2 columns gives you more space with all the layers and stuff. I'm gonna do super simple mode. I'm also gonna move this so then I don't have ads on my screen. Simple. Oh my god, I drew way too big. Hold on, let me make these smaller. Sorry. I want smaller, but here we are. The giant freaking seagull. Okay, I'll do a new animal. I'm drawing more derpy dinos today. Of course, of course. Where were you Wednesday? I was not feeling well, and also I did have errands to run, so I was not available, but I needed the rest. Do you like my strawberry? I do like your strawberry. It's Pickle's cousin Derp. That's right. I forgot about Derp. I'm gonna need to draw 2 little guys to make up for the Friday I wasn't able to make it. Oh, true. The 2 columns button helped. Thanks. You're welcome. Always available to try and fail. That's what I am here for. What was I gonna do? New animal. That's what I was gonna do. Unless somebody wants me to draw something specifically. Great white pelican? I didn't know that was a thing. Let's look it up. I'm just gonna use this as an opportunity to learn new animals. Ooh. That one's fun. He's got a little hump on his face. And I don't know if that's like specific to male or female. I don't know if that's a thing. I know it's a thing with Pokemon. Now, I know a lot. Birds have a lot of variation when it comes to male and female, which is interesting. And I love that the boys are always the ones that are so, like, decked out. Like, they're just so glamorous. And the girls are just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, dance for me, silly boy. Dance for me, jester man. Show me your plumage. It's very fun. Alright, I'm gonna draw this one real quick. This is crazy. I've never looked into a pelican's gullet, but this is crazy. Whoa, it's got like a... Is that like a nostril? What the... All kinds of veins, like their neck flap stretches out. It's crazy. Honestly, I didn't do it justice. It's actually much wider than that. But I'm looking at it again. It's like, good lord, got a gullet on him. Alright, let's generate a new animal. Yakutane Laika. Laika is an animal? Is that where they got the name Studio Laika? I think I spelled that wrong. Oh, is Laika just dog in Russian or something? Because that's the name of the dog that they sent into space. What is Laika? This is a new dog that I've literally never seen in my life, and it's adorable. Very pretty. No. Where's the name Laika come from? What's the origin? Oh, poor Laika. We just sent her off into space. I like to believe that Laika got abducted by aliens. We just jettisoned her off into the fucking atmosphere, and then she got picked up by aliens, and they were like, holy shit, who would possibly do this to an animal we're never visiting? And that's why they're letting us suffer and die here without cool alien stuff. That's my theory. They were like, what the fuck? You can't just send a dog into space. Jackass. Wait. Laika, the Russian name for several breeds of dogs similar to the husky, was a name popularized around the world. Its literal translation would be barker, from the Russian verb layet, to bark. Yeah, I bet she was barking. You shipped her off onto a rocket and sent her into space. She left orbit, you idiot. Of course she's barking about it. I hate people. I hate that we killed a dog. For science or whatever. Is that Scrat from Ice Age doing a dance? I don't know what it looks like. Drawing. We're doing great, gang. there's just a dog breed named Barker. Do that. They do have a tendency to do that, actually. Very husky adjacent. She's got a little cat eye. Dog has cat eye. Can you make dynamic pose? I can. What dynamic pose would you like? White eyelashes. Pretty lady. Hmm. Hi, my name is Peter Parker. Should be a dog Peter Parker. There's probably a dog Spider-Man, right? I mean, there's definitely a spider dog. There's a spider cat. I know that. There's got to be a spider dog. I don't know if there's like a man dog Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like I'm thinking the My Hero Academia police chief who is a dog, but also a cop. You know what I mean? Is there a dog man Spider-Man? Because I don't think there is. But there should be, because there's infinite universes where there are probably anthro people, and one of them is a Spider-Man. Well, that guy came in and didn't tell me how to do a dynamic pose, so I can't prove to him that I have the capacity, but I do. Look me up. Look at my animation. I do dynamic all the time. I should have just put Pikachu on. Fuck. Should have just done Pikachu. God, I bet that was the director of DreamWorks or some shit. He was gonna hire me. Fuck. I messed up. To test my might, see how well I can do shading with just this brush. And I think a combination of the brush with the eraser is really neat and useful. For a secret technique. That could work really well for somebody, potentially. there, here and there. Yes, it's working. Really helpful for hatching. And I'm paying attention to inverted hash marks and my overall shading. Feels like when people do like a painting on a canvas, but it's like with a ballpoint pen. It's like beautiful. What this feels like right now is me trying to just paint with a pen and eraser. I should try this in Microsoft Paint and just use the paintbrush and the eraser and see what I can do. Last Friday you called pickles splooches, but tattoos, and I just wanted to correct you. And that dog is very cute. Thank you. But tattoos. I'm not sure I know what you mean. Pickles, splooches. First of all, Pickle. Second of all, continue. I just know that his name is Pickle, and that was a big point of contention. Apparently, I was in the wrong for calling him Pickles. I don't recall calling him splooches, but maybe it was one of the variations of pickle? The alt form of pickle? Oh, that's not what I meant. There are spots on Pickle called splooches, and I called them butt tattoos. Butt tattoos. Let me look at Pickle. Let me look at Pickle real quick. I don't want to lose my Leica. It's a cute dog. Pickle the dinosaur. God, I'm slow at typing. Oh, yeah, he's got tattoos on his butt. Sorry, they're splooches, but, like, he's got little things on his butt. I don't know what to tell you. He's got a tramp stamp, and that's fine. I'm not shaming Pickle. Pickle's allowed to do whatever he wants with his money. If it's a tramp stamp, so be it. I wouldn't get a heart on my butt, but that's just me. Splooches. Is it splooches or splooshes? Splooch? Splooch. I guess splooch. Splotch? Splooch. And I was saying pickles, as in I was his splooches. Okay. Pickles is his possessive. Pickles is splooches. I got it. I wasn't correcting you. I just know that it's Pickle. And I will never forget that it's Pickle. This dog is so cute. dog look like it's scared. You know what I mean? I'm trying to keep the pupil pretty... I remember really practicing eyes for a long time, and it just takes a long time. And also, eyes have so much variation that, like, you have more freedom than you think when it comes to eyes. Eye shape, the shape of the iris and the pupil. You gotta pay attention to all folds on the eye and the outside of the eye as well. Those are very important to the remainder of the eye. Also keep in mind that eyes are not perfectly white, so there should be some shading on the actual, what is it called? Not the iris. I should know the parts of my eyes, considering how much I draw them. Oh, what is it called? I was just playing a game and it was talking about the different separation. Speculum? No, not speculum. What is that? The whites of your eyes. What are those called? Sclera. That's what it is. Sclera. This dog also has, like, really small pupils, actually. Redo these. You gotta pay attention to the sclera. You gotta pay attention to the folds on the eyelids above and below. It's hard to draw a circle with a square brush. There we go. That's a little better. A lot of the times the top of the eye will be shaded more than the bottom because of the eyelid, in fact. Really perfecting this dog's eye. this one smaller. Wider. Just a little bit. A little better. Alright. That has been 1 hour. I have 1 hour remaining. Just keep that in mind. You said it right the first time. Okay, cool. Splooches. I did 3 little guys. Excellent. Cullen, do you have a delay whenever you lay down a stroke, or is it just me? Maybe it's because I'm using Firefox. I don't find any delay in brushing, so it might be you, but it also could be that I'm hosting, so it might... I don't know the way that this hosts, so it might be a matter of, like, it goes to me first, and then it pings to the rest of you, and then there's, like, a delay based on all the strokes that are happening at the same time? Potentially. I call them eye shinies. Cullen, did you know Mariah has her own art app? I did not. That sounds fun. How does that work? And do you have to pay for it? Oh, I see your 3 little guys. I like them. They're like little radishes. Why is this one sad? Why is he sad? Was this me? That wasn't me. Alright, I'm gonna generate a new animal. I think I'm done with that dog. Common crane. Too many birds. Let me do something else. Moose. Let's do a moose. Oh, that's a good moose. Somebody did camel studies, and those camels were really good. I'm gonna study a moose. Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted. I've never really paid attention to a moose's anatomy, but this weird, they got like a weird little goiter on their neck. And it just rolls around. And I don't know what that is for, you know what I mean? Like, evolutionarily. How did that come to be? How did they decide that that was pertinent to their survival? Maybe they use it for, like, testing on... Maybe it has, like, less nerve endings, so they test it against, like... I was gonna say cactuses, but obviously a moose would never encounter a cactus. Something... Like they smack it... I don't know what they would do with it, you know what I mean? Maybe it's stored... Maybe it's stores... Maybe it's for storage, like a camel hump. Maybe they store, like, cud in there or something. Maybe they have a little pocket in their mouth. I don't know. I'm no biologist. Guess I could Google it while I'm here looking at a moose. Tree branch. Sorry, I'm encroaching upon people's drawings. If I ever get too close, you can just tell me and I'll erase it. I don't need to. I don't want to limit anybody's access to the canvas. That thing, I'm just gonna look it up. What is that thing on a moose's neck? Dewlaps. A dewlap is a flap of skin that hangs from the neck or throat of an animal. A longitudinal flap of skin or similar flesh that hangs beneath the lower jaw or neck of many vertebrae. Oh, that's for anything. Goats have it, dogs have it, rabbits have it. Oh, he's talking about lizard dewlaps too. Ooh, because lizards, like, theirs are utility. They can flare them out sometimes. So that doesn't apply to a moose. He's not sad. I gotta show emotions. It's good. It's fine. It's free. It's called Spark. The app icon is her cat. R.I.P. OP. Oh, I don't have it because it's only on Apple. Interesting. So what is the appeal? What is the draw to using her drawing app as opposed to like Procreate, you know? Does it have more utility? Does it have built-in prompting where it's like, oh, if you're looking for something to draw, you can generate a prompt and she'll come up with something for you? Or is it like a direct posting thing where if you participate, it goes to like a community board that she has or something? Can you message her directly? Is it like the Jeremy Renner app? I hope not. Oh, I'm sweaty. It's hot. 'Tis hot, sir. You should try it out for yourself. It would be a great video. I don't know if that would make a full video. I could make a video about like a bunch of different art apps for drawing on tablet in general, as opposed to just like reviewing one at a time. I could compare and contrast the best ones, potentially. That would be fun. I'll think about it. I'll consider it. Because I really haven't, I got Procreate, people were like, hey, Procreate's great. I went, sure. And then I got it, and I was like, hey, pretty great. And that's about as far as I went. I should make more, I need to sit down and make my videos. I have scripts written, I just haven't actually sat there and done them yet. I've been sidetracked by my monthly speed battle challenge now, but I think it's important for me to do that so that I can get better at animating and stay fresh with animating. Okay, I'm still reading about a dewlap. Various similar structures from the neck area, such as those caused by a double chin, vocal sac of a frog, any hanging mass of skin, such as a fold of loose skin on an elderly person's neck, or the wattle of a bird. Caruncle. Dewlaps can be considered as a caruncle, defined as a small fleshy excrescence that is a normal part of an animal's anatomy. So you don't have a double chin, you have a dewlap. And that's a survival biological development. I don't know. Let's see what it says. In zebu cattle, the dewlap is colloquially, there it is, colloquially known as the briefcase folds. The hell is a briefcase fold? A dewlap is also seen in both sexes of moose. Giant eland and common eland have skin flaps. To aid in thermoregulation, due to its high surface area to volume ratio, may allow for efficient thermoregulation in larger elands with larger dewlaps. So this feels like a cop-out. They're just like, we don't know what the hell this does. It's gotta be for surface area temperature regulation. That's like the default for anything that's like, they got humps, thermoregulation. In rabbits, the dewlap is a secondary sex characteristic of female rabbits, which grows once the doe reaches sexual maturity. In laboratory conditions, when a butyl alcohol extract of the urine of what the hell? No, I'm not reading all that. Ugh. Why are we doing that to rabbits? Look it up for yourself if you're curious, but I don't want to continue. A dewlap is just a neck flap that gives off heat, I guess? I don't know. It doesn't do anything. Moose, poor thing, you just have this weird dangle like a waddle like a turkey. Personally, it's hard for me to draw and Procreate. I'm so used to the Cintiq slight delay. Having no delay with the iPad is jarring. That's not a good problem to have when it comes to drawing. I don't know that you should get used to a delay. There's got to be a way to fix that, right? Alright, let's draw this moose. Right. Oh, that is the right brush. I'm drawing at a different angle. Oh, that's his ear behind there. I thought that was part of the antler. This is the ears. Oh, I don't think I ever noticed that moose antlers are in front of their ears. That's wild. I feel like most animals have the antlers like towards the back of their head, but they've got these on the front. Let me look up a deer. Let me just make sure I'm not insane. I see deer are in my backyard all the time, and I have to imagine that their antlers are in front of their... No, behind their ears. Or I'm gonna feel silly. Like, at the very least, parallel to their ears. I have to look up a deer. I have to look up a deer. Am I got it. These aren't close up. Give me a close up. Give me a close up of the antlers. Please, for the love of God. I feel insane right now. I feel so crazy. Have I just never paid attention to deer antler? Their ears are behind their horns. I've never... I'm dumb. I've literally just never paid attention to that. That's crazy. To be fair, they're pretty close. They're a lot closer than the moose ears to antler ratio. Okay, here's a drawing in Britannica, a dictionary, showing that, well, encyclopedia, showing the antlers are behind the ears. This is wrong. They studied the animal wrong. Every picture I've seen, the antlers are in front of the ears. Misinformation. This is bothering me. And I can't believe I've never noticed. Yeah, here's the stumps are like in front of the... That's crazy. I don't know why I always assumed... I'm just going to draw this real quick. I don't know why I always assumed that the antlers were behind the ears, but this is crazy. I'm learning so much. You sound insane right now. I am insane. That's crazy. It's crazy to me. Being driven mad. I've been stricken with the sickness. I'm going to finish drawing this moose before I continue. lighting on this moose. It's nice. It's an overcast day. I can tell. It's all foggy. I still can't believe that I've never noticed that the antlers are behind the ears. Or in front of the ears. God. Beautiful specimen. Dewlap? Is that what it was? Dewlap? I already forgot. Dewlap. It's full dewlap on display. Brilliant. David Attenborough just turned 100 and he's still going, and I really hope he keeps making animal vlog. I was gonna say vlogs. Animal biography. I hope he makes an animal biography of the dewlap. A full breakdown of the dewlap, David Attenborough. You ever get so sick that you just lose your mind? Because I think that's what's happening to me. I've lost some senses. I think I cooked my brain. A fever. Got into dangerous territory. Moose. Lovely eyelashes on this moose. I like using Community Day as my catch up for when I don't finish my weekly challenge I arbitrarily set for myself and everyone else. Biggest cop out I've ever had. This is good. I need to study more animals. I want to go to the zoo. As much as I don't like watching them be very sad and depressed because they're all cooped up, and I totally get it, I do love animals. And I do think that, at the very least, I know that my zoo near me does a lot of rehabilitation and, like, repopulation. They do a lot of, like, animal exchanges to try and facilitate breeding and trying to keep species alive, so I appreciate that. But I wish we didn't have to do that. I wish we didn't have so many poachers in the past that just eliminated the entire species. I wish we didn't ruin our environments to the point that animals died. I think we wouldn't have to have zoos if we didn't do that. But unfortunately, humans exist, and they do that. It sucks. But anyway, I want to go study animals at the zoo. And I also want to go to the museum and study dinosaur bones. I'm very lucky where I live that I have a very dinosaur and animal heavy uh, educational resource. Very cool. I used to go to the zoo all the time when I was little. I love the zoo. And then I got older and was like, oh, these things are depressed. All of these creatures that exist here are really sad. It's not fully true. There are some animals that I think do enjoy themselves, that have, the company of other animals of their species, and they have a lot of caretakers that keep track. And we have like animal cams. We can see the otters playing. We can see the giraffes like feeding times and stuff. They seem to have a blast with feeding at the very least. We keep their environments enriched. Alright, I'm gonna draw this deer and then I'll generate a new animal potentially. Misinfo in the dictionary is crazy. I know. I was like, what the hell? I can't believe that they would show. Because, listen, I'm cool with having like an illustration of an animal, but you gotta make sure it's accurate, right? You gotta make sure that if you're gonna have an animal, that if I'm like, hey, what is this? That I can tell what it is from a glance. So you gotta be able to. And you can tell that it's a deer, but like, if I'm looking up certain anatomy facts about a deer and you're like, refer to this, and you're wrong, if you just don't have like the skull structure that's correct. Because like, I looked up deer and not a single deer had their antlers behind their ears except for this illustration. And I was like, wow. So, that's crazy. This dino is even, he doesn't have a place because Mariah hates him. He's just an outcast. What the heck? This whole thing about justice for Evan, it's crazy. What? Wait, she created something that she hates? And just like, lets him die? Is it this one? This orange guy? Or is it... Wait, this looks like a penguin. What is this? Is this Mimikyu dressed as Piplup? That's what it looks like. It's very cute. Is this Evan, the Forsaken dinosaur? Yes, it's Evan. Why does she not like him? That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up. Why would you do that? Listen, I've made drawings that I'm like, I'm not proud of this, but I would never like shame it. I would never be like, don't support this creature. Like if somebody likes it, absolutely, I'll sell it to you, in fact, if you're willing to pay. But like, I'm not gonna shut that down and be like, this is the worst thing, I don't like this guy. I don't think I've ever created a creature that I was like, kill it with fire, you know? That's very fun. I like the penguin. I think this looks like Piplup, but a Mimikyu. And I think it's cute. I like this guy. He's shooting beams of some energy at me. He reminds me of, it's like a combination of, there's a Naruto character I'm thinking of. I didn't watch Naruto all the way through, so I don't know any of the names. I know Naruto, I know Sasuke, I know Sakura, I know Kakashi, Zabuza. I loved Zabuza, but that was like the first arc, so that's not that impressive, but Zabuza should have gone way farther. That dude ruled. Kind of embarrassing he got ganked by some kids. Yeah, that guy reminds me of Naruto. Something or other. She has one thing named the Face of Failure. Interesting. Like, I'll admit when I fail at something, when I'm like, I'm trying to draw this, and it didn't work. I'll admit that. Because sometimes I need to... I figure out exactly what it is that I messed up on, and then I can study that, and then I can get better. Like, it's, my perspective is off. My shape is off. My line work is off, you know.
Is this like a Florida Gators logo that I'm unaware of? Pretty good. That's 100% a Mimikyu. I can tell by those hands. That's a Piplup Mimikyu. That's very cute. Alright, I'm going to draw this deer up here so that I'm not taking up everybody else's space. Oh.
funk that a deer's nose is so textured. Sorry, I've been ignoring chat. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry, I'm way behind. I was zoned the fuck in. I always draw very small because I want everyone to have room. Thank you, I appreciate that. Giving other people. Spark is all those things, Cullen, or at least it was last time I checked in. Sorry, I was away from my device in order to respond. You're good. Spark is all those things. Spark. Also cute. Someone did a little guy. People are doing a lot of guys. Do you ever send the link to Mariah? Are we getting YouTube drama soon? Here you see the artist headbanging to his own music. You can tell he's enjoying it. It's not at all the lo-fi girl. No. I was listening to... What was I just listening to? It was... Given Up by Linkin Park. I saw a bunch of memes recently. There was a trend of people comparing... I was gonna say Travis, not Travis. What's his name? The singer for Linkin Park. Comparing his scream to just things that take a really long time. Because he has like a 17-second scream that's crazy. And it's amazing. And so I just recently discovered this song, and so I was headbanging to that because it's really fucking good. And that's my current jam. I'm listening to my... I have a playlist of songs that I listen to when I'm making art because I lock in, and they're songs specifically that I get chills from when I listen to them. I have whatever that auditory trigger thing is, where if you hear something that's like stimulating to your brain, you get chills. So I just have a playlist of those songs, and whenever I listen to it, I just lock in, and I just do art really well. Why does the deer thing look like it's on a Ring door camera? Is it Avril Lavigne's Skater Boy? That would be a really good song to headbang to. Let me in your house, dog. I misspelled Evan's name. I spelled it even, but his name is Evan. I got you. I knew what you meant. What is that snapping thing? What do you think of the little guy I made, lol? What snapping thing? It's very cute. What's snapping? Sorry, I just put it back on because I was trying to figure out what the song was, and now I'm back in it. I can't skip it. It's my current song. Every once in a while, I'll just get a song that I will listen to on loop several times over until it's finally like memorized in my head, and then I can move on. There's a snapping. Is that me sniffling? I have sniffles still. Is it that? Same. I have a fan going, so maybe the mic is picking up the fan. When you were talking, you did a snapping thing. Maybe I was doing... I don't know. Was I snapping? It sounded like you were tapping. Oh! It might have been my pen. Is it that? The tip of my pen has, like... It's receded a little bit, so it kind of comes out. So maybe I was doing strokes? Or I could have been... We do a little snap. Was it this? I might have been tapping it like that while I was describing. What was the one? I have a couple of songs that I've recently had... Okay. A couple of thoughts just attacked me at once, so I have to devolve. Okay. So I have that thing where I listen to songs on repeat, whatever. If I made it... I had this fantasy that if I was ever like a boxer, you know how boxers have like a walkout song, and they, you know, I would never have the same walkout song. I would always have like smaller artists, SoundCloud, like I'd just do SoundCloud rappers. I think that would be hilarious to just be like, hey, this is an up and comer. It might not be the best, but like listen to this person, they're great. Like it's a song that I actually enjoy, not just like I'm not making fun of anybody when I'm doing this hypothetical walkout, but like genuinely people that I'm just like, hey, this guy is just doing this by himself in his bedroom. Let's give him some attention. That would be my walkout song, as opposed to just the same... Because everybody knows all the cool walkout songs. It's just like... I played WWE 2016 or whatever. Like, I know all the songs. So I would want to do smaller songs that people haven't heard. So I do kind of want to have that ability, if I ever make it big on YouTube, to just be like, hey, here's a song that I think you guys should listen to. Anyway, so that was my linking. And so the song that I was going to talk about was there was an indie animation that I watched, and they commissioned an artist to make them a song for their pilot, and it's really good. And it's called "Sick of It" by I want to say Spellcasting is the name of the artist. It's a really good song. And then some of the other songs that I've had stuck in my head recently were I looped Kickback for like a month, I think, in my car. Genuinely, just on the way to work, I would just loop Kickback because that shit ripped, and it was the only thing that got me through my stupid warehouse gig, was just listening to Kickback the entire day. The Chainsaw Man intro. And then I got into the song Lightning Bolt. I don't know if you've heard that song. It's a different genre because it's almost country music, but I don't like country music, but it's not. It's like, my friend compared it to rockabilly, which is like rock and roll hillbilly stuff. It's like twangy, which is crazy to me because I don't like country music, but this is like one song that's the exception because the guy has really good vocals. And it's got it has a shift, a pace shift halfway through that's really good. And then I've been in a very big, Good Kid vibe. I don't know if anybody's heard of Good Kid, but they're really good. I should have said them sooner because they also do, they'll have people animate little music videos for them, and they're really good, really well-made animated music videos. That's kind of my entire genre, is just if you have a good music video, I'll listen to your music. That's kind of the rule. Because then I can visualize that animated video in my head while I'm listening to your song, and if the video is really fucking sick, then I'll think about that while I'm listening to it, and I'm like, the song rules, regardless of whether the song is good or not. While you were snapping with your hands. You wanted to be a boxer, but in your heart you were a skater boy. You're a snowboarder, this checks out for that style. Hi, welcome in. What is up? You don't like country? Have you heard the old stuff, though? Yeah, that's kind of my rule, is I don't like country, but I like Johnny Cash is good. And I don't love her music, but I love Dolly Parton. That's the one. I don't know what that was. I love Dolly Parton as a person. She's a great woman. She gives back to her community. She supports education. She gives books to kids, college for her employees at her parks. Wonderful woman. So, you know what? If listening to her music helps that, then absolutely I will. You know what I mean? If there's a cause behind the music, I'm in. So those are my exceptions to country. But pop country, Garth Brooks. His name's Garth. There's some guy named Pickle something or other. It's Pickle Rob or some stupid shit. I don't know. Country music is bad. Current country music is bad. What's another song that I want to share? Stuck in the Sound. The band name is Stuck in the Sound. They make really good music. I think they're French. But they have a song called Let's Go. And that music video is phenomenal. And that's what kicked off my entire, I started compiling music videos and other art inspiration stuff that I found on YouTube. And that's one of the playlists in the Discord. But that music video, kicked off the trend of me just, going on YouTube, looking up music videos that are animated, and putting them in this list of inspiration, and it's really good. So look up Let's Go, because it's collage animation, and it's really... I'd never considered using collage for animation in that way, because to me it feels stiff, but they managed to make it... They use it as a narrative device alongside actual 2D hand-drawn animation, so it helps integrate into the story in a way that makes sense. But watch the music video. Highly recommend that one. As for Good Kid, if I was to recommend one of their music videos, I would recommend Summer. That's a really good one. Really good song, too. I love that one. And I'm trying to think of another good animated music video I can add. Most of them are in this playlist. Punk Tactics. I love Joey Valence and Bray. Listen to Punk Tactics. There's a music video, not the official music video, but somebody made an animated music video, and it is phenomenal. It's just it is the epitome of when you visualize stuff happening in your head listening to a song, and they captured that and nailed it, and it's so good. Anyway. As long as you like Johnny Cash, you're okay-ish. You can judge me for not liking country, that's fine. Now I'm really into metal and rock. Ever heard Framed or The Bird by Jerry Reed? I have not. In fact, I'm pretty sure rock started out as country. You can say that about anything, I guess, but still. That's fair. I'll listen to anything. Generally, I'm down to listen to most kinds of music, same. Yeah, I just like... I like to be able to share that information with people, because I think there's some really good songs that people haven't heard of, and I'm always trying to expand my horizons too, so feel free to share stuff in the Discord on the music channel, because I genuinely am always just looking for more music. I also unironically love that, I don't know if people have heard that meme, there's a meme soundbite, it was a meme a while ago, or a viral clip, whatever, of the Irish school kids who had that song, The Spark. Unironically, I love that song. Genuinely inspirational. I love the idea of just a bunch of rowdy Irish kids singing their little hearts out and rapping as if they're like 30-year-old drug-dealing like rebels, but they're like 8 and they're singing about inspiring each other to keep making art, and it's so fucking beautiful. I love it. But anyway, I actually hate Johnny Cash. Listen to them, please. They're so funny. I got into Issues in the past couple of years, but I'm pretty sure they've broken up by this point. Listen to Jerry Reed? Is that what you're asking me to listen to? My current favorite, like, run out and get all his CDs immediately is NF. NF Doom? No, who is NF? I feel like I've heard that, but there's somebody named NF Toon. Make sure you listen to those songs. I'm gonna listen to NF real quick. What's an NF song I should listen to? NF is a rapper. Big fan of rap. Let's go. I always love hearing people's favorite rappers, and as long as it's not Drake, then we're cool. Running. Okay. That is like 3 pages over from the top, so that's interesting that you say that, based on like top songs on the Apple. Very interesting. Also sounds a little slow, so that's interesting that you picked that as well. Alright, I hate Drake. Yeah, fuck Drake. Actually, don't fuck Drake. That's disgusting. Who am I? Heard Framed? Are these country songs by Jerry Reed? Jerry Reed sounds like a country name. Drake is so bad. Yes, we all hate Drake. If nobody hates Drake, then I'm dead. I'm listening to Framed. See, I miss when country was like telling a story, you know what I mean? Because now it's just like beer and truck and dog and divorce and hate but love my wife. That's every song. So I do love that this is like telling a narrative. There's a story here. That is fun. But I don't think I would casually listen to this, if I'm being honest. But I do appreciate it at the very least. Not my style. Sorry, I'm going back to running. NF doesn't use curse words in his raps, which isn't the reason I love him, unless you don't like that kind of stuff, but it is good. I don't hate... I'm not somebody who cares about, like, explicit whatever. in music or art in general, actually. Um, but I do get annoyed when it's like overtly explicit, where it's like you're trying to be explicit for the sake of shock value or something, which does have its place. But the best example I can think of is like Big Mouth, where Big Mouth just wanted to be overtly sexual in a perverse context of like being in the world of children, and it was really off-putting and weird, and I hate Nick Kroll, and the animation was bad. There were so many things stacked against it that it was just like I can't tolerate this. But it was mostly the like overt sexualization of kids that was weird to me, and I recognized that they were all voiced by adults and that it was just a cartoon, but also it was very strange because it wasn't like a because there's a tasteful way to approach adolescence and growing up, and like I'm thinking Breakfast Club, I'm thinking It, I'm thinking like there's a couple of different coming of age movies where it is like this conversation about how kids deal with that kind of stuff. But Big Mouth, it was just explicitly sexualizing kids, and it was very weird, and I didn't like that. So in that nature, when people are explicitly being overtly like sexual or cursing a lot, or Hell of a Boss is another example where it's just like they swear. At least the pilot is what I've been told, is that it gets better after the pilot. But when I watched the pilot, it was like every third word was a swear, and I was like, I get it, you're in hell, you're all bad people, whatever, you're swearing. But can we please? There's no dialogue here. You're just swearing. So in that same vein, it's like when you're just being so overt, it takes away from the actual message of what it is that you're trying to deliver. So I don't like when it's that. So I can appreciate when somebody doesn't swear, or when you don't have to swear to get across a point, or tell a story, whatever. One of my favorite comedians is Clean, Brian Regan. He's very funny, and he just does stand-up comedy, and he doesn't swear for the most part. He says some stuff, but I don't think it's ever like it wouldn't get flagged as rated M for mature if it was a video game, or like a R-rated movie or whatever. I think he says like hell and damn maybe, but like no F-bombs. And I love Brian Regan. He's so funny. Very clever. I love it so much. I have seen the movies and the series. Wait, movies and series of what? Are you telling me Jerry Reed has a TV show? Let me finish this deer. It. Oh, yeah. It was great. I didn't know, I haven't watched, is it Derry? I haven't watched Derry, but I did just recently watch It Part 1 and 2 back to back, and I think I liked Part 1 better. Part 2 wasn't as bad as people made it out to be, and I love Bill Hader as a person, so it's really hard for me to hate anything that he's in. But I do remember that people had a problem with It Chapter 2, and I think looking back at it, it wasn't terrible. Let me see if I rated that. Real quick. Well, if I do that, there we go. Nope, I don't have this in here. Huh, interesting. I remember watching them back to back, and they were fine. But I liked Chapter 1 better. I'll say that just outright. Chapter 2 was fine. I feel like there were a lot less scares. It was more about the storytelling and setup of the adults, and that was fine too. If I'm being honest, I think I liked the original series, where it was I think it was 6 episodes? No. It was like a 4-hour TV special or something like that. And it was really good. I remember that very vaguely. Maybe it aged poorly if I were to go back and watch it again. But I believe Tim Curry was the clown, and Tim Curry's great. If I'm remembering correctly. Anyway, I just listened to NF, and that was a pretty solid song. I liked Running. That was good. I don't know that it's specifically in my wheelhouse, but it's nice. I'm gonna listen to Punk Tactics now. Oh yeah, Part 1 is the best, but both are great. Alright, let me get this deer.
Looks like this deer. It looks like this deer has teeth.
There's like a texture on the deer's nose that I'm trying to capture without getting too much shading on it. Like it looks like a volleyball. Or not a volleyball, sorry.
I'm getting a call now.
A football. You know how football has like that leathery deer nose looks like. Please. Got a spam call and it interrupted my music jams. Deer have long eyelashes. They're so beautiful. They look like they're going out. There's something really funny about the fact that like just adding a little bit of glossiness to the eyeballs gives it so much life. It's crazy. Like that immediately changed the entire rendering of this image. It looked like a cartoon and now it looks real. Lesson to all you out there who are like, why does my thing look lifeless? The eyes. Genuinely, our eyes as observers are drawn to facial features that we know so that we can analyze them and understand what's happening in the setting that we're in. And so if you get the eyes down or the mouth down, like facial expressions, truly, if you can nail those, you can convey whatever you want. You can convince anybody of anything with art. So just like if you can nail the features of the eyes, you can tell like, just so many more stories. listening to Doechii, and she fucking rules. Alright, I've been ignoring chat. What's going on? Oh. Oh. That was the tapping sound. It was me dropping my pen. I'm not against swearing, but it's refreshing to see an artist who can get a point across without it. True. I also vibe with his hard songs. I really like his soft songs. If you want love, goes hard emotionally. Harder stuff. The Search is good. Do you like rock? Because I have a great song. I do like rock. Or Clouds by NF is hard and funny. In the way of country, Mistral Tenpenny is one of my favorites because he has a lot of mastery over multiple meanings. Interesting. Party stuff, and the sincere stuff, and the stories you were talking about. Oh! Alright, it is 5 o'clock. I think I finished with My Dear. I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna put it up side by side real quick, just so you can see that now that I'm looking at it, I did mess up on the perspective, but it's still not a bad drawing. And that's all that matters. I messed up on the perspective. The eyes should be farther back. Actually, let me see if I can feasibly fix this. Right quick. Actually, the eyes are like quiet. And the most important part, little leggies that kind of look like fangs. For stamping a heart on My Dear. Put it like right here. I don't want to block his face. Maybe I do this. Maybe I go like this. And maybe I make that a little bit bigger.
Nah, I liked it better before. Uh-oh, I can't undo. Shit. I ruined it. Back to where it was. Said it was 5 o'clock, and then I kept making art every freaking day. Okay. I fixed my deer. God, I took up a whole fourth of this page. I'm sorry. I'm gonna draw so much smaller next time. Okay. Finish up your art. Take your time. Hello. Welcome in. Unfortunately, I am leaving. So, if you want to see this again, join the Discord, subscribe. I will be back Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 p.m., same time, same place. I do a little bit longer on Monday and Wednesday. Today I have to go. But yeah, finish up your drawings. I will save this. Just got here. Hi, goodbye. It's okay. Next time. You can gaze upon everybody's splendorous drawings now that you're here. I'm gonna get rid of my beard. Save that. I'm going to gaze upon everybody's drawings, in fact, because these are nice. I see. Oh, is that what's her name? Not Impa. What is her name? Lady from Twilight Princess. I don't remember. Mimikyu Piplup, very cute. Sans Undertale. Pumpkin Bulbasaur. I have that exact same, well, not that exact same, but I have that sticker on my shop. Cute little bunny thing. What's her name? She's from the meme about her having sex with you. There's an animation of her having sex with you that's a meme and it's very funny. What's her name? What's her name? Anka. Got it. And I definitely haven't seen the video. Anyway, definitely not saved in my favorites. And then some dork drew a bunch of dogs. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I see nobody gave my moose a 10 out of 10. I will remember that next time. Oh man, the refraction on the glasses is great. The effects, the lasers, the beams. I need to work on my effects animation. I need to, I think I did okay. One of the animateds last week. What did I do? Did I do lightning? No, I didn't do lightning. I need to do lightning. Lightning would be fun to practice. I did wind? I did some effect that I was like, oh, okay, that's not bad. Sparks. I did sparks. I did sparks on my little robot hand, and they turned out okay. Practiced some different little methods within that hour or two. Anywho, don't cross yours out. I see your dinos. Don't cross out Evan. He's already had too much shit thrown at him. Oh, that was your brother. That's not nice. Hold on. I can delete it. Wait. Got it. I've saved your drawing. And I saved the board. Okay. Hippie, that's very cute. Thank you. You're welcome. Lovely stuff, people. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Can I request something for you to draw? Unfortunately, I'm leaving, but I'll keep it in mind next time, so subscribe so you're here next time I go live. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up here. I gotta get going. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you for participating, for all those who did. Unfortunate for those who just tuned in. It seems like I just got like 3 or 4 more people who came in.
so they couldn't participate. But if you subscribe, I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, same time, same place. Usually I go longer Monday, Wednesdays. Just keep that in mind. Hopefully you learned something today. If you didn't, that's okay. You will next time. So tune in then.